You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court?
I did.
What's going on?
Well, she left when our son was 11 months old. He's
11 months?
11 months, yes. And she chose to pursue her career.
Wait a minute, I got hung up. You said 11 months
11
and he's
months.
10 years old
He's
now?
10 years old now. She chose her career over being a parent, although she wanted to be a parent, and left me with the child. It's been hard. I do what I can do. I take care of our son. She's still chasing her dreams. Nothing wrong with that, but she did decide to have a child, and I just want to know what happened. Some kind of financial compensation if she's chasing her dreams and making all the money she wants to make. Maybe she can just throw some money our way, and that'll be fine.
That would be fine, and I agree with that, ma'am.
All right, everyone, let's dive into another compelling child support case. Mr. Brown steps forward to share his story. For the past 10 years, he's been raising his son alone after his former partner left to pursue her career. Today, he's in court seeking financial support to help cover the years he shouldered the responsibility alone. The judge listens closely, acknowledging both the emotional and financial weight Mr. Brown has carried. While it's admirable to pursue personal goals, the judge reminds us that parenting requires shared responsibility. Mr. Brown explains how he's had to balance work, parenting, and continuing his education, all to give his son the best possible life. The stage is set for a serious, heartfelt discussion.
Is there a reason that you have not paid this man child support? He's been having your son for 10 years.
He said throw some money their way. What that mean? Throw some money their way?
Would you clarify for her what you mean by that,
Well, if she doesn't want
sir?
to be in his life and be around and be a mother, and I have to be the father and the mother, then maybe I should be compensated for being the father and the mother.
You mean by her paying child support?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all he looks for is money.
Well,
Okay, it takes more than air to raise a child, ma'am. You have to pay something. What else do you want him to receive to be able to raise this child? I'm listening.
And our child has dreams.
He needs to get a job and stop trying to depend on
No, what you need to do is listen to what I'm saying and answer my question and not worry about what he has going on. Everything is about you right now.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it is. We'll get to the money part in just a minute in terms of calculations, because this child has been with him for a long time, and to go without any sort of financial assistance, and based on what you've turned in, you've made money and you have not given anything to him for your child, it's absurd.
I've been throwing money his way, and I don't know what he's been doing with it, because I make over $85,000 a year.
Excuse me?
Over $85,000 a year.
You make over $85,000
Over
a year.
$85,000
She hasn't given
a year,
you any
and
money, sir?
Not too much, and really,
Not too-
the thing is,
This dude is lying. This
The thing
dude is
is-
lying.
Excuse me. I can't listen to both of y'all at the same time. I have 2 ears, but I only can listen to one person
well,
at
the
a
thing
time.
is, she's all free pursuing her career. I have to watch the child.
Wait a minute. What kind of, ma'am,
Well,
please.
it's hard to find a job and take care of a kid.
What kind of career does she have?
She's an esthetician.
Okay.
Mr. Brown presents his case in full. He spent the last decade playing both parental roles, providing, nurturing, and guiding their son while also striving to build his own future. He explains how hard it has been to make ends meet while also attending school and working. His former partner, who earns over $85,000 a year as a licensed esthetician, has offered little consistent support. He's not asking for anything excessive, just enough to help cover basic needs like groceries, school supplies, and activities that bring joy to their son, like go-karts and games. The judge pays close attention, acknowledging Mr. Brown's sacrifices. Mr. Brown adds that his son often wonders about his mother, adding an emotional dimension to the case. The courtroom feels the weight of his plea for fairness.
Taking care of people's eyelashes.
Okay.
She makes pretty good money at it. Actually, she's good at her job.
And
Okay.
she worked hard for it too.
However,
Ma'am.
diapers and
Excuse me, sir. All this extra and this attitude, I'm the only person that can have an attitude in here, okay? Yes, it's right. So I'm going to need you to tone it down a little bit, okay? Thanks. Go ahead, sir.
and our 10-year-old is a grown boy, and he has a lot of things he'd like to do, and it's very hard for me. I don't want to get any government assistance. I would like to do it as best as I can on my own. However, I can't go back to school and take care of our son and have a job and run a business. Is very hard, and
I imagine so.
It is.
I imagine so. What type of expenses does your son have?
He has normal childhood expenses, food.
Is he involved in extracurricular activities?
Yes, he likes to read. He likes games. I like to keep him with electronics and things, spark his interest.
What type of extracurricular activities?
He likes go-karts, motorcycles. He likes race cars, train sets, video games. He likes going out to the park, going to the lake, and all that.
Ma'am, do you hear all of that? All of that costs money.
It sure does. And like he said, I've been throwing money their way.
Every now and then, it hasn't been consistent.
It's not very consistent.
It clearly cannot be consistent. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a reason to be here.
Does he have a job? Can you ask him that question?
Ma'am, you know what? He's taking care of the child.
Doing what though?
The child lives with him. Correct?
Correct.
Right. So whether he works or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that he is raising you all's child, and you're not doing anything consistently. So we're going to make that change.
According to him, though, right?
I want to see you do the same. After I finish with these calculations. Okay.
When asked to respond, the former partner offers little empathy. She says she's provided some financial help, but admits it's been inconsistent. She questions why Mr. Brown doesn't have a full-time job and accuses him of relying on her. The judge responds firmly, pointing out that Mr. Brown has been the primary caregiver, an unpaid, full-time role, and that sporadic financial contributions are not sufficient. As her dismissive tone continues, it becomes clear she doesn't fully understand the weight of her responsibility. She suggests Mr. Brown should just get a job, overlooking the daily demands of full-time parenting. The judge reminds her that providing for a child requires steady support and involvement, not just occasional help. Her lack of accountability doesn't go unnoticed, and the court takes it seriously.
So, who carries health insurance?
Obviously not him.
Do you carry it? Do you carry health insurance for the child?
Ask him.
Do you carry health insurance for
all the information?
Ma'am.
Well, see, that's the problem. I have a hard time communicating with her. Communication.
I'm having a hard time communicating with her, so I can't even imagine what you have to deal with and talking to her about the child.
And he just wants to know where his mother is and why she doesn't want to be part of our lives and why she doesn't want to come around, why she wasn't involved in any of his after-school activities.
That is a legitimate concern. That is a legitimate
concern. Know where his mother
Sir,
is.
Who pays health insurance for the child?
Well, health insurance, it's kind of hard right now.
So he doesn't have any health insurance coverage right now.
He has no health insurance.
So we're going to fix that right now. So according to your own testimony and your tax returns and your 1099s, it does equate to about $85,000 a year. So what we're going to do is order you to pay child support. Based on your gross, it comes out to $7,083.33. And right now the child isn't covered on any sort of health insurance coverage, so you're also going to be responsible for obtaining health insurance for the child. Okay, and I'm going to order you do that within 30 days. That's what you're going to have to do. I have your net resources at $5,138.10. So your child support obligation monthly, and giving you credit. How many other children did you say?
I have 4.
4. Okay. So giving you credit for your other children, your child support obligation comes out to $698.78. And I'm also going to order you pay back support to this man. He requested in his paperwork that you pay back support to him. It's known as retroactive child support.
The judge doesn't mince words in delivering the ruling. Based on her annual income of $85,000. The former partner is ordered to pay $698.78 per month in child support. She must also begin providing health insurance for their son within 30 days, but there's more. The court also orders retroactive child support for the past 4 years, totaling $33,541.44. That amount will be paid in monthly installments of $1,000, bringing her total monthly obligation to $1,698.78. The judge makes it clear, this is not about punishing anyone, it's about ensuring the child's needs are met. She emphasizes that both parents have a duty to their child, regardless of personal circumstances or ambitions. The decision is fair, firm, and leaves no room for avoidance.
Texas, it can go back the last 4 years. So, in calculating what your monthly child support obligation should be for the past 4 years, child support back pay is $33,541.44. And I'm going to have you repay that monthly at $1,000. So your total monthly obligation is $1,698.78 for child support obligation. Any questions about that?
As long as he get a job and stop living off of me.
You know what, ma'am? He can't be living off of you if you haven't given him anything consistently.
That's according to him.
Okay, well, you haven't provided me with anything different. Okay, so, exactly. Is there anything further, sir?
No, not too much. As long as she just want to be around and she's willing to financially help support him, then maybe I can go off and further my education and be a better father and mother.
Sounds good to me. So, if there's nothing further from either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you know what, ma'am, cut it.
As the case comes to a close, the judge reflects on the law. In Texas, self-employed individuals are just as accountable for child support as those with traditional employment. She explains the importance of retroactive support, which can be applied up to 4 years back to make up for a lack of prior contributions. The judge also highlights that raising a child takes more than love, it requires consistent emotional and financial investment from both parents. She commends Mr. Brown's dedication, but reminds the court that no parent should have to put their dreams on hold to raise a child alone. The episode ends with a message of awareness and action. If you know someone in a similar situation, encourage them to seek support. Every child deserves the care and resources they need to thrive. The judge's final words resonate. Parenting is a shared journey, and every decision made in court shapes a child's future.